guys, I'm Vince Dominic Ed Pajong, and for today's topic is about weathering. So before we start, what is weathering? Weathering and erosion. Weathering, process at or near Earth's surface that cause rock and minerals to break down. Erosion, process of removing earth material from their origin site through weathering and transport. So we have two types of weathering, mechanical and chemical weathering. Let's start with mechanical weathering. Mechanical weathering is a type of weathering in which rock and mineral break down into smaller pieces. It does not change a rock composition. First feature is effect of temperature and the second feature is effect of pressure. Processes that lead to mechanical discoloration, frost wedging, salt crystal growth, abrasion, plant growth. Processes and agent of mechanical weathering. First, frost wedging. Cracking of rock marked by the expansion of water as it freezes in crevices and cracks. When water gets inside a joint, alternate freezing and thawing episode pry the rock apart. Alternate freezing and thawing. Salt crystal growth. Force exerted by salt crystals that form as water evaporates from pore space or crack in rock can cause the rock to fall apart. Processes and agent of mechanical weathering, abrasion. Moving sediment or rock section can break off pieces from a rock surface they strike. The sediment can be moved by wind or water and the large rock section by gravity. Plant growth. Plant growth as plants such as trees send out root system. The fine roots find their way into crack in the rock. As the root increase in size, they force the rock section apart, increasing the separation and weathering. Hydrolysis. Hydrolysis, chemical weathering, is a process that involves the reaction between mineral ion and the ion of water and result in the composition of the rock surface by forming new compounds and by increasing the pH of the solution through the release of the hydroxide ion, delicate mineral weathered by hydrolysis to form clay. Hydration. Hydration, rock capable of absorbing water. Water added to a hydrate, gypsum result. Active following period of wet and dry weather. Also classed as physiochemical process, that is, they swell and exert pressure as well as change chemical structure. Mineral hydration is a form of chemical weathering that involves the rigid attachment of water molecules or H plus or NOH minus ions to the atom and molecules of a mineral. Factor in chemical weathering. Climate. Temperature increases and moisture increases will maximize chemical reaction. Acid rain. When sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen oxides mix with rain. Time. Longer contact means greater change. Rock cycle. Rock can be broken apart, chemically altered, dissolved, and carried away by water and ice. Once the rock reaches a new location, it can undergo even more changes and become part of an entirely different family of rocks. Sedimentary rocks can become metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rock can become igneous rock. How the rock cycle works. Many foods are made by the same process that rocks undergo in the rock cycle. How is chocolate fudge like an igneous rock, heating and cooling? How is a granola bar like a sedimentary rock? Different types of cemented together. How is grilled cheese sandwich like a metamorphic rock? How we transform the cheese. Soil formation. Soil is the loose covering of weathered rock particles and decaying organic matter, called humus, overlying the bedrock on Earth's surface and serves as a medium of the growth of the plants. Soil development. Worms and other organisms help break down organic matter and add nutrients to the soil, as well as creating passages for air and water. Soil layer. During the process of its formation, soil develops layers. Most of the volume of soil is formed from the weathered product of a source rock called the parent materials. Soil layers. A soil whose parent material in the local bedrock is called residual soil. Transported soil is a soil that developed from parent material that has been moved from its original location, usually by the agent of erosion. Factors of soil formation. Topography. Topography, which includes the slope and orientation of the land, affect the type of soil that forms. Factors of soil formation. Topography. In the northern hemisphere, slopes that face south receive more sunlight than other slopes, allowing more vegetation to grow. Climate is the most significant factor controlling the development of soil because it also affects the weathering of rocks. Temperature, wind, and the amount of rainfall determine the types of soil that can develop. Factors affecting weathering. Tectonic setting. Young rising mountains, weather weaker, mechanical weathering most common. Rock structure. Distribution of joint influence rate of weathering. Relatively close joints weather faster. Third, topography. Weathering occurs faster on steeper slopes and rock slides. Biological activity. Presence of bacteria can increase breakdown of the rock. Rock composition. Minerals weather of different rates. Calcite weather quickly shows dissolution. Quartz is very resistant to chemical and mechanical weathering. Vegetation contributes to mechanical and chemical weathering. Promotes weathering due to increased water retention. And last, vegetation removal increased soil loss. Climate. Chemical weathering is more prevalent in warm, wet, tropical climates. Mechanical weathering is less important. Mechanical weathering is more prevalent in cold, dry regions. Chemical weathering occurs slowly.